Hey there, sports fans. Ribbo here for Caravel Gaming. Now, I know a couple of you commented and said, I want a bigger Ribbo. Well, now you've got a bigger Ribbo. It means slightly less sort of screen, you know, a little bit less game, a little bit more me. I don't know. Maybe you like it, maybe you won't. Maybe a few of you want me really tiny so you don't have to actually look at me that much. What can I say? Anyway, I have 2 Mage dailies today, both to get to 5 wins, so we might just go with that if it's offered. If not, well, what can you say? I'm playing on a Sunday evening, I would say. So maybe we've got a few casual players. Generally, I've been playing like in the mornings before I go to work and stuff like that. And we've had a few hard games because of that. I actually want to give Shammy a bit of a bash here.
Earth and fire, heed my call.
Let's see if we can't get something going. So we have a choice of Kodo, Secret Keeper, Dragon Egg. Not entirely convinced over the Dragon Egg. Obviously, in a perfect world, you know, you get a little healing totem out. And find a way to deal at 1 damage repeatedly, but generally that's not going to happen too much there. Spider Tank obviously seems a pretty easy one. It's a mech. Hopefully we get some nice mechs, and it's got it's got a good body there. 3-4. Gnomish, Dust Devil, or Undertaker. Don't have any Death Rattle yet. It's very underwhelming and constructed for that reason. Still not a Dust Devil fan, so I guess we go with the Gnomish there. Ooh, lucky! We like fire elementals. Very rarely not a reason to take one of those. It's a little bit more interesting because a lot of people love the venture companies here, but I do think it's important to sort of pick up a few 2-drops early, and this is obviously, like, you know, one of the best ones. It's also a dragon. It's also a dragon, which is cool. And I think likewise I'd be happy either with the Rock Biter or the Swampoos, but we're going to go with the Swampoos. Well, 2 bad cards and an Ironfur Grizzly. What else is to say about that? Likewise, you know, the Whirling Zapomatics actually, you know, pretty good if people don't deal with it on turn 2, but there's a Hex there, so we kind of have to take the Hex. Second Fire Elemental. Okay. Actually pretty good, the Enhanced Zomatic, you know? So we're going to take him. We're going to take him and see what he does. Ogre Brute. Very nice body there. Very annoying for people to have to deal with it. The Gilblin Stalker's also quite nice, especially if you've got a lot of buffs. I think, you know, if you've got a priest and you get to put it down as a 2-3 and then Velen's chosen it next turn, that's obviously then ridiculous. It's going to smash lots of things in the face there. I think we go with the Brute still at this time. Yeah, another dragon. Another dragon looks good. Abusive Sergeant's also okay. You got a few totems, you can puff them up. Puff them up? Buff them up. Another Fire Elemental. Who am I to say no to Fire Elementals when they're offered? We will take those Fire Elementals. Any Death Rattle? No, nothing to abuse Reincarnate at all. Volcanic Drake, it's okay. And I think we just go with the Lightning Bolt there. Doesn't hurt to have a couple of removal spells like that. Now we could go with the Fort Lightning as well. I've kind of warmed up a little bit to it recently because people go to the face a lot more, so it can help you maybe to get back into the game. The Overload 2 is possibly a little bit harsh. Mad Bomber's Mad Bomber, never does what you want it to. And then there's the Bodyguard, which might kind of fill an important little slot there. In that we're missing a couple of 5-drops there, but possibly a toughie. Can target stealth mobs, which is nice with the Fort Lightning. And we can, you know, follow it up with a Fire Elemental to finish off something big, potentially. Or do we take the Mad Bomber? Well, I'm going to take the Fort Lightning. I don't want this video to be 3 hours long while I'm thinking of what to choose there. And 3 poor cards. Weblord screws me over a lot more than would anyone. I have a few there with Battlecry. It's looking like just being a ship's cannon, really. You never know, I might pick up a cheeky pirate at some point. Well, we've got 2 fairy dragons, so there's maybe an argument for picking up the technician. And the other 2 are both sort of 2/1s there. So then the other 2 are never going to sort of break the game. Unbound Elemental, obviously really good. Let's check this overload. 1, 2. Just the 2 so far. Argument then for the tall Strider, possibly. Creeper's nice. Don't think we necessarily want another Fort Lightning. Sludge Belch is obviously a fairly easy pick there. So we have a choice between the Farseer, the other Farseer, the Farseer we don't talk about, and a Mech Warper. Mechs, we have a few mechs. I don't think enough to justify the Mech Warper by itself, and I think I like the flexibility of the Farseer there. Oh, another Hex. Well, that's easy when you've got a Wisp and a Grunt either side. The guy who always buffs himself up by 1 against the Spectral Knight. Oh, nice. We like Chillwind Yeti, he's pretty cool. So we have a choice of Gnomish Inventor, Ironbeak Owl, and Crackle. Seems like my deck feels to start around the 5 and the 6 mana here, especially with the Fire Elementals and stuff like that. The Overload worries me a little bit. Obviously, there's a lot of times where Crackle's really good, tiny bit inconsistent. Maybe we just use the Gnomish in this case. The Owl again, though. You know, we don't really have any silences at all, and maybe one will just help us out a little bit. Maybe one will just give us that little cheeky bit of game sometimes against some people. We have a few spells here. 1, 2, 3. I somehow thought I had more than 3 spells. Cobra, Violet Teacher, Cobra, Violet Teacher. Cobra can be good late game because obviously it can you know take something big out. It's not necessarily like if they drop something ridiculous on turn 3, which you know you can do. It's maybe like a Doom Guard or something like that. Something ridiculous pops out due to, you know, shenanigans. So we're going to take the Cobra there. This one's a little bit more interesting because the Knife Juggler's really good. But I think the Drake fills up a nice gap here in the 5 mana cards. You know, I mean, you can make totems and shoot stuff, but the Knife Juggler's not going to stick around long. And we have an Oiotron, which possibly might end up being the pick. Even an Ancestral Healing doesn't feel too terrible there. You know, there's a few guys I wouldn't mind healing back up to full. And then there's the Acolyte of Pain. We don't really have any way to buff the Annoyatron, which is maybe a little bit saddening. Of course, the Azure Drake's a dragon as well. That's worth remembering for this technician. Probably another reason to take that then. I think I need a couple more fatties, to be honest, and maybe we manage that by, you know, taking the Ancestral Healing and sticking it on a fatty. Kind of picking it up as a late game card. Wow, and then you get the 3 good cards at once. Harsh, man. It's got to be a 3rd Hex. I mean, there's no reason not to take a Hex, really, when it's offered. How lucky! I believe we've seen a Dr. Boom! No weapons, but we've got a Dr. Boom. Hogger's also, obviously, awesome. I do like this for Arena as well, but I might as well have a casting cost card in there. Deck seems alright. Maybe runs a little bit out of gas, but the 3 Fire Elementals I think I'm going to be relying on an awful lot there. Let's see how we do.
Brawl versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
Well, we have a dragon and a dragon. I think for that reason, it's kind of worth keeping them, really. Oh, and another dragon, and the perfect dragon to get here. Especially if he's got like Shadow Word Pain or something that you can't take it out.
Greetings.
Greetings, friend.
Spider tank, something like that. Seems fine.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
I will have a 3/5. Sure enough, right on cue. And Shadow Word Pain. Very disappointing. I liked my 3/5. He was cool. I'm gonna miss him.
Embrace the void.
Oh, how lucky! Heal that bad boy up there. Now, a lot of people would automatically go with the fire elemental here, you know, do that, take that out. But we could also just go with like the sludge belt, because next turn we'll still have 6 mana for the fire elemental anyway.
What's some still funny? Mogadetza, no Moga destroy, no Moga kill!
I think we throw the sludge belcher into it in case first.
Excuse me. Sorry.
And just in case that happens, you know.
Job's done.
If that did happen, then obviously fire elemental finishes it off.
Don't mess with Tusk.
Should have healed up afterwards, really.
Sorry.
I kinda knew it was gonna get that then. That went well. Well as could be expected, really.
The light does not discriminate. Is someone injured?
Nice. Go for cheekiness here. See if we get lucky. Any Wind Fury going on here? How lucky! We have one with the old Wind Fury. Feels good. Feels good.
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
Not a bad little grab. I guess it's getting hexed.
Commence punchification.
Do. No real reason to. I guess we can throw this out because if he does have a Holy Nova, he at least makes a couple of guys afterwards. Feels a bit desperate there. Well, it was close, but it wasn't enough. We have the cheeky little hex there for anything ridiculous. Ooh. My Mage daily is also a chamois daily. So, you know, the deck's like a lot of decks, like a bunch of guys, and you hoping that your guys are going to be better than his guys. So make dudes, schmoes, guys. He had some nice cards, but I never felt completely in danger. Does kind of help going first in that matchup, you know, because Priest really needs that board position.
I will fight with honor for Doomhammer.
Dragon and Blackwing Technician. Some, you know, depending on what he does, maybe we can just get away with making a totem turn 2. The late game has arrived. He might be getting slammed turn 7. You know, I can't think of many plays that are going to be better at that point.
I wonder.
So the main issue is whether you go Fairy Dragon, Ogre Brute, or whether you go Totem, Blackwing Technician, which would be a 3/5. It's like, is it that much better?
I wonder.
Shields up. Red alert.
And it turns out, as always, we make the wrong choice. It's like, damn you, shielded minibot. But we're still trading off there, which is fine. Oh, well, there's a surprise, huh? +1, who would have guessed?
Let me think.
Well, we have no dragons. Maybe we just sit on this totem for the moment.
I wonder.
Just trying to work out how we can get a point of damage into that 5/5. Working out my next few turns here. 6 man. Next turn, Hex. Something big.
Wonder.
Play something like that. Rather than just allowing that tiger, you know, to eat whatever I play, and then potentially, you know, trade again the turn after.
My shield for Argus.
Just drawn a Drake. Well, I was just about to say it's probably going to be Dr. Boom, but the Kodo looks a little bit tempting as well, right? But, you know, then it is Dr. Boom, so we do just get to clear the board with that.
I wonder.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
Make a couple of guys bigger than his Worgen, and hope he doesn't have a Blessing of Kings.
Wanna blow something up?
Some stuff.
I guess we go with the Forked Lightning.
Stop distracting me.
For the Lich King!
There's not many guys I can't hex, but that would be one of them. I mean, again, we don't really need to hex it because we can deal with like whatever pops out.
Clobbering time!
Stop distracting me.
Yeah, I think it is important to save the hexes for those things that your guys can't trade off with.
Join or die, or both. I feel icky.
Reporting for duty.
How lucky!
Expedition commencing.
Wow. Look at that. That's one sexy thing to look at there. But I don't want to give him a card at the same time, really.
Stop distracting me.
You know, because unfortunately that ogre's
Stop distracting me.
potentially going to do some horrible things here.
Me smash you! Wait. Me smash you!
Ooh, it's a secret.
Justice.
But I guess we're just going to the face, right?
Special delivery!
No, not my Wind Fury healing totem. The cad. It's like, how could you do this to me? Look at that, a point short of killing him again. Sure is lucky I have this hex, right?
Reporting for duty.
It's a big owl.
We must cleanse the
He's been
Sunwell.
working out. So we ground him down there gradually. I couldn't really trust that ogre to hit him in the face both times, you know, for lethal, so I'd rather just play it safe there, take the other things out.
Thrall versus Garrosh.
Victory or death for Doomhammer.
Where's the Blackwing Technician yet again? I've got a feel we're going to get some value out of this Swamp Ooze, you know, playing against a warrior. The reason I led out with this rather than a ship's cannon is generally he's going to be making a 3-3 or something on the following turn, and there's no way of stopping that from beating up the 2-3.
Me smash you.
Doesn't really matter what I go for there, you know. It's 50-50 either way.
I wonder. For the Lord Chief!
Interesting choice. I guess he really wanted that off the board.
My work is paramount.
Me smash you. Wait.
Like, God damn it, ogre! Why can't you hit the right thing?
Try this.
Well, if he wants to race.
Distracted me!
I'm good with that. We got the Hex to really help us out.
My shield for Argus!
Back to work!
I'm sorry. I don't know why he just did that. It seems really bad from him there. He's kind of realised. He's like, oh yeah. He kind of made the play and then went, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. But we're on top of things here now. Well, I was hoping for a bubble on this guy, and it turns out he gave him taunt. I didn't mind the bubble on the other guy, you know, that was okay. But yeah, give him something with taunt, taunt again. It was sad times. Gee, I wonder what's getting the Hex treatment.
Well played.
Not big surprise.
For the Lich King! Well played. Trogzor! Trogzor! Well played.
Dr. Boom? I knew it was going to be Dr. Boom. I was like, I want to show you my legendary as well. And he's like, concede. Why you not let me show you Dr. Boom? So, good start. Probably downhill from here, right? I've had an awful lot of videos that get to 3 wins and then suddenly just fall over to some ridiculous deck.
Thrall versus Thrall!
But I have played against some ridiculous decks. I've had some weird, streaky runs. I feel obviously Hex not really essential in the early game. They're not going to be putting down anything to make you cry in the first 4 or 5 turns, but wouldn't surprise me if we see a weapon from him here.
Powering up! Portals online!
Drawn pretty much my weakest bunch of cards in the entire deck here. Things got a little bit better with that.
Hey, give me a minute.
The Fire Lord calls.
Always +1. Always +1. Never does what you want it to. We don't really have to hex it here because this does 4 damage.
Hey, give me a minute. Ugh.
You know, just save that hex for something really good. I wanted a 2-1 there, I really wanted a 2-1. You have no idea how much I wanted a 2-1. But I want to fill the board up here for this Enhanso Meccano. Just maybe give a few things taunt. Trying to save the hex as much as possible. Some ridiculously big guy. Of course, if I get a bubble on the Tall Strider, that would also work, wouldn't it?
What to do?
Expectation commencing.
Quite good, quite good. Went better than expected, all things considered there.
There is little time.
Let's see whether he has an answer to this. Well, looks like we're going to have a fire elemental fight. But this is hitting for 10, and then we go double fire elemental to the face, really. Taunt on the Murloc Tidecaller? Didn't think I'd be doing that. It's like it's a proxy Annoyotron. I've actually made an Annoyotron. Except this Annoyotron goes go. Dear. That was something else. That was one very angry bird, though, wasn't it? It's like 10! 10!
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
I was wondering when the mages would show up. It's like, goddamn mages. You can't let me have fun.
Hello.
Greetings, friend.
She's no friend. Let's try and beat her up. Healing totem, yes! Spinneroonie! Oh, so sick. He's like, so sick, man. He's so sick. Can't believe you got the healing
Someday I'll
totem.
be just like you.
Look at me with my slow beat down here. Gee, I wonder what that could be. I'm trying to hopefully draw something suitably crap for when he copies it there. Really don't want to give him a sludge pelcher. That would be bad. That would give me 4 mana the turn after. But we really want to get past these before playing the Farseer out, because he gets to beat stuff up there. We could like fork lightning here and then run the ooze into that. Potentially.
There is little time. What to do? My eyes are open. Eyes are open.
Still got Hex for next turn, which is okay.
I'll fly it.
He won't really flame strike here. I mean, none of my guys do anything. You know, the only reason he would flame strike here is if he had a second flame strike.
Your magic shall not save you.
Well, that's certainly suggesting a flame strike. The fact that he would silence that certainly suggests he's got a flame strike. But I'm going to carry on sitting on these cards for the moment. So I'm still on 30 life. I've got better board position, more card advantage.
Powering up. Portals online.
And there's a hex target. Wouldn't you say? But I think we can take this nice and slow, really.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
This gnomish inventor should definitely be a pirate, right? Know what you feel? He's like, God damn it, Dr. Boom. Who didn't predict that? Come on.
Pass me that arc-light spanner.
You got another flame strike?
What to do? What to do?
Aren't you a funny guy? Like, we both have Dr. Booms. Like, That was a misplay. He should have thrown a bomb at it first. Because the bomb might have done 4 damage to it. And, you know, save his guy.
I've got a huge
Especially if I've any kind of AoE. I guess we just sit here, right? And see whether the top of our deck is going to save us. Grizzly doesn't seem the best at this point. Kind of just throwing guys out there and hoping we don't die horribly, right? This Ancestral Healing turns out to be the worst card in my deck at this moment. But that's the power of Flame Strike, you know? You get a Flame Strike, you just end up winning. So we need another of our 3 Fire Elementals. Worst Enhancer Meccano ever.
Intensification commencing.
Yeah, my 1/1's got Wind Fury. You go, girl. Right, 2 Fire Elementals still in this deck. Not a Fire Elemental. I'm doing very well at getting that 1/1 totem as well, I've got to admit. Like, the worst of the 4 totems. Yep, Sludge Belch is pretty good as well. Yeah, I wonder where the Fire Elementals are in my deck. Okay, you take it then.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't really bother me. This game was over a long time ago. I'll just concede if you can't be bothered beating me up. Yeah, so that was some pretty bad draws there. What were we still waiting on in the deck? Yeah, we had 2 Fire Elementals still in there somewhere. The Azure Drake, that might help me get back into the game a little bit. But, you know, a few of these tiny guys just didn't cut it there. I think there were still 2 Hexes to go. Well, that was just one of those games where, you know, your opponent had a Flame Strike and you didn't. I think like maybe one Lightning Storm in my deck takes out 6 of his guys and puts me right back in it there.
Thrall versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, the elements will destroy you.
Now, obviously, due to Stormforged stacks, the ship's cannon's actually, you know, pretty good as a turn 2 drop. Much rather have a 2/3 than a 3/2. Two Fire Elementals. You gonna give me something to hex? You actually are, aren't you? And we got lucky with the taunt totem there, in case he does have something with overload. So that was quite nice. Now a little bit of me actually wants to attack one of those two things, but, you know, healing totem kind of stops me from doing that really. So exactly as I predicted.
You call that?
But we're still in this game because we go first and we've got 3 fire elementals. Makes it a lot easier to get back into the game. So obviously I was hoping to hit the guy on the left there. We kind of want that off the board, really.
Locked and loaded.
Pay attention, class.
I don't think we can afford to take an extra 3 points of damage there. I think we have to hex that turn. Turns out I'm not the only one with multiple fire elements.
My work is paramount.
Dies to bloodlust. Well, it's nice of him not to put me to 5 life. I very much appreciate that. Yeah, he's just realised, like, yeah, why not I just kill him? Oh no, he's decided to go back against killing me. That's nice of him. But you know, he's just like playing into like lightning storm here or something, which doesn't feel too good, really.
Intensification commencing.
But he still has 4 cards in his hand to my 0.
Engaging TC
Okay.
into dislocation.
Yep, that does it. Yeah, no way back on that one. He had a ridiculously good deck there. And we had a pretty poor starting hand, really. My fire elementals would normally be enough to pull me through that, but he had like just as many fire elementals, so they balanced out there.
Throw.
And back to mages.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
Urgh. I'm gonna keep the owl. We have 1 silence. Feels like Feels like there's a few early plays from Mage that we actually do want to silence, really. Like if he makes a worm or something like that on turn 1.
I smell blood.
We have many secrets.
It's clobbering time.
Lucky for us he didn't have a secret to follow up with, or that might have just been game over right there, right?
I serve the Fire Lord.
Might as well stick the big guy out there.
I feel icky.
Quite good, quite good. Healing Totem would have been sweet, keeping my Yeti alive. But we had it last time, we can't have it every time.
May my ancestors watch over me.
Let the procession of fire elementals begin. Like they're all just sort of marching out in unison. There's probably some like song out of a Disney film or something which would be appropriate.
For the Lich King!
It's like la 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 la. So, Enhanso Meccano, pray for the bubble. But the question is, do we silence this guy?
I wonder.
Intensification commencing.
Damn. That's a spicy meatball. We probably have to take these outright. 6, 12, hit him for 14, puts him on 14. It's not really enough by itself, is it? I think we should probably play around Flame Strike. You know, take something big out of his, let him have his Flame Strike, and then Fire Elemental.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Beat them up. Seems fine.
Commence punchification.
He's pretty good. Job done. Well, it's looking good for my 5th win at the moment, but you never know with these sneaky mages what they might be up to.
I wonder.
Because a flame strike and a cone of cold, or just, you know, an arcane explosion, still enough. They can always top deck that card to crush you. Luckily we have 2 cards that both replace themselves.
What to do?
For the Lich King!
Intensification commencing.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
So cold. Frozen healing totem. You're not moving, healing totem. You're staying right there. And he was like, meh. I had no plans on moving. I guess. Make a guy.
Hey, give me a minute.
You don't really need to think that one through too much. Oh well, it's been real. Oh! He's holding on for dear life. It's like, god damn it.
Hey, give me a minute.
Might as well get value out of my cards, right? Flame strike. Everything dies.
You win.
I fill the board back up, he flame strikes again. Yay! We are getting ever closer to that golden bloodlust. It's nice to get to 5 wins, makes a pleasant change, doesn't it? Being stuck at 3 wins. I think maybe one Stormforged Axe would have rounded this deck out nicely. Very happy, you know, Hex and Fire Elementals and stuff like that.
Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
For Doomhammer!
So I'm actually going to keep this hand against Priest. You know, because they've got a lot of buffs they tend to put on a guy, and I kind of want some answers to that. So the Hex is an answer, the Cobra is an answer, and the Owl is also an answer.
For a little while, I got a big punch.
You shall not pass.
And now we use an Owl. What do you think? Now I could have put the Emperor Cobra down there. I was a little bit worried about Shadow Madness, you know, killing off both my guys in that respect. Also a little bit worried about making a totem and having the 1/1 totem pop out here. Yeah, well, we've got Hex. I was thinking we've got a Hex there for a backup, right? That happens. Like, beating Priest is all about getting ahead on the board and just keeping it, really.
Ready, sir.
It's a dragon. Been quite kind to us, Blackwing Technician, all things considered. Had quite a few games where it's been a 3-5. God damn it.
My work is paramount.
I don't really want to overcommit at this time.
Hey, give me a minute.
Like, all of these guys just dying to Holy Nova. Don't really want to put another one out that does the same.
In the light's name.
But at the same time, we've been a little bit unlucky not getting our own healing totem. Luckily, I've already drawn Dr. Boom. It's like, whew. He's got ancestral healing there. You know that's what he's just drawn. Yay! That's what we wanted to see.
Stop distracting me! Hey, give me a minute.
I feel a lot happier watching that fire elemental have 3 health than 2. Is it feeling like Faceville?
Stop distracting me! Give me a minute.
Don't mess with Tusker.
And that's the other card he got off me, a Lightning Bolt and a Zor Drake.
Well played.
3, 5, 7, 9. Oh, so close. So close. I think we just carry on clearing the board away here, really.
Stop distracting me! Hey, give me a minute!
Save Dr. Boom for a special occasion. Well, you just don't want him mind controlled. Like, why?
Attend me.
Ready, sir.
Why let him get mind
Does the
controlled there?
future hold?
Stop distracting me!
Well, I guess we can throw down a Dr. Boom at this point, right? We can make some room for him.
Stop distracting me!
Eh.
Give me a quest.
Not the time for the questing adventurer. No, that's what we were hoping for. Well, that game was a lot longer than maybe it could have been, but I didn't really feel the need to rush it there. Might as well play around all the stuff he could have had there. That, of course, he turned out not to have. Six wins. Oh, this feels so strange. It's like, what's happening to me?
I will fight.
I'm getting more than 3
for
wins.
Doomhammer.
Quite good. I think that's worked out nicely. It's a very annoying card, Haunted Creeper. It's an Annoyotron. It's good because if he goes like Protector,
Reporting for duty.
it doesn't really do anything.
It's clobbering time.
And that's the same reason for putting the 4/4 down there, you know. If she sticks a bubble on it, it's not really the end of the world.
Me smash you.
Yeah, I guess that went better than expected. I considered putting the Grizzly down there, but you know, he wipes the board with the Consecrate.
You call that?
Hex doesn't seem a bad target, really.
Me smash you.
And we've got 3 Fire Elementals still in the deck. I don't want to take a 50-50 at just throwing, you know, this guy away. I mean, I might pick up my silence, turn him back, and just turn him into a 4/4.
To Northrend!
Me smash you.
Yarp. That's what I figured. I was thinking, take out that 4/2 with Dioga. Yeah, go tits up. And sure enough, there's the Consecration we've been playing around this entire time.
The gates are open.
He's pretty sizable.
Reporting for duty.
Oh. Quite good, quite good. Any fire elementals in my deck? Drawn my hexes, ain't drawn my fire elementals.
Reporting for duty.
Well, this is obviously gonna be that card. So I'm just gonna play around a few cards there.
One shot, one.
Reporting for duty.
Probably could have attacked him to the face. I mean,
Expedition commencing.
like, yeah, that's when you draw the Enhanzo Meccano, when you've got absolutely nothing to show. What's he doing though? He must have another point of damage, right? He must know Healing Totem heals me. He heals my guy. Oh. Finally it shows up.
Commence punchification.
Shock. Who would have guessed that was Avenge? Made hard work of this, haven't I, you know? I think the Azor Drake was pretty much the best card I could have drawn at that point to get him back into the game. Like Azor Drake into Fire Elemental seems pretty strong.
Looking at.
Reporting for duty.
How lucky!
Commence punchification.
Could have given my 6/5 taunt there. Obviously, you know, he might have Quartermaster, so try and take out his little 1/1s.
Blackwing!
Reporting for duty.
Well, not the worst. Can we take 9 points of damage?
I wonder.
Is what I'm thinking right now. I think we have to get greedy here and try and like take out those little guys as much as possible.
The victory.
Okay. Not quite sure what that was all about. I guess he had to go home or something, but you know, I'll take it. Answers on a postcard. If you know why he conceded there. Because he'd had enough of life.
Brawl versus.
Like,
I will fight.
Pally suicide.
For Doomhammer!
Well, the Fork Lightning helped me out a lot here. The 2 hexes, not so much. I might be in for a beating. But that is one of the strangest concedes I've ever seen. Well, nice of him to let me have my turn. Thought we were going to be there for the full minute and a half with him deciding what to do with 1 mana there. But he made his mind up eventually.
Shields up. Red alert.
It works, right?
What's happening?
What's happening? What's happening, you mean? That'll be a lot of overload though, won't it? 3 overload. Means I won't be doing anything the following turn, like playing a Sludge Belcher. So maybe we just go with the Forked Lightning by itself, right? Because we've always got the turn 5 Sludge Belcher play, you know, with the coin. Because we could like Lightning Bolt the following turn if we needed to. And then go coin Sludge Belcher the turn after with Overload 1. We done? Since you have no mana, are we done?
Let me think.
He's not quite sure. He's like, oh man, I don't know what to do with my 0 mana. Anyway guys, chill out, go, you know, grab a coffee or something. We're gonna be here for a while. Very nice to see the 1/1 totem doing its job at being worst totem. Why are you so bad, 1/1 totem?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Reporting for duty.
Right, let's start trying to do some damage, I guess. Gee, you think that could be an avenge?
Reporting for duty.
I guess not. Belcher's such an annoying card.
Something needs tinkering?
If I got the healing totem, that would have changed my play like considerably there. But as it is, a little bit of me wants to hex this guy.
There is little time.
Face. Don't really want to give it the old taunt either. Surely you wanted to take out my fire elemental there. I guess you will. Guess you don't have charge. I thought you would have had charge. You didn't have charge.
Reporting for duty.
That's fine for me. Yeah, of course, +1. Like, what else is it gonna be but +1? Like, just one time! You can buff, like, 1 to 4. You know, you don't have to be... You don't have to be like the 1 every time. You really don't.
Reporting for duty.
But he's had his fair amount of, you know, luck here, really. Taking one of my big 2 guys as opposed to one of my small 2 guys with the mind control tech. And we still got a few fire elementals in there. But definitely the lack of, like, lightning storms has really been this deck's weakness.
Reporting for duty.
For Blackwood!
And there is a fire elemental. They do exist.
Justice.
So all he's got to do here is trade 6/6s off and he wins. How lucky!
It's clobbering time!
Thank you. Reporting for duty.
I'd love to make that healing totem. Imagine how cool that would be, making a healing totem. But he's still got 3 cards, so he should win from here, really.
Reporting for duty.
the only card. Help me out here. If I can make some bubbles.
Competition commencing.
Should have made the totem first as well. You know, totem with a little bubble on it going, you can't beat me. Yeah, way behind in this game. Yep, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna give him this one. Ain't coming back from there. Happy enough with 7 wins, but as soon as you come up against like the multiple True Silver champions and consecrates and stuff like that, I think we can like wrap it up. No point dragging it out any longer than it needs to be. Well, we got our money back. And we got a dodgy booster to see what's out of our dodgy booster that we don't need anything of. Goblins versus gnomes. I think that's what we call 40 dust. Anyway, we should have finished on 6 wins, so at least we got to 7 wins thanks to the free win. But yeah, you know, it's Chamois got not a whole lot going to it, given that was, I mean, that was a strong Chamois deck, like with 3 hexes, 3 fire elementals, and it just struggled in a lot of games to actually, you know, do anything. I think like a lightning storm is probably where the deck fell short. There were loads of times there where there were like hordes of little guys on the other side of the board going, really wish I could wipe all of these guys out. But anyway, you know, 7 wins, no complaints from me. And well, you know, until next time, ta-da.